Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, 4th class students. Ma'am Fatma here with 19th lecture of SST. Alhamdulillah, I am fine and hopefully you are fine too. Dear students, open page number 71. Unit number 3, Our History. Chapter number 10, Our Past. There are many ancient sites all over the Pakistan. Most famous are Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and Taxila, Mahga in Balochistan and other sites at Rahmandari near Dera Ismail Khan, at Kot Diji. To name a few, all these sites tell us that a number of different people lived here in the past. The Indus Valley Civilization. Historians tell us that there was an advanced civilization around the plains of river Indus in about 2600 BCE. That is a long time ago. It is called Indus Valley Civilization, and the people were really ahead for that time. They were used wheels, made pots and other vessels, and made things out of metal such as copper. They also made cloth. Harappa in the Punjab and Mohenjo-daro, the Mound of Dead in Sindh, are two of the most famous archaeological sites of Indus Valley Civilization. No one is quite sure what happened to the people who lived in these places, but today Mohenjo-daro we can still see the remains of houses, temples, baths, a granary and streets with a proper drainage system. Archaeologists have found pieces of pottery, ornaments, jewelry, clay figures and seals at these sites. The seals have inscriptions and symbols on them, and historians are still trying to work out what these mean. The people of this civilization traded with neighboring neighbors. Fragments of cotton cloth made here have been found in the ancient historical sites of present-day Iraq. The Aryans. As the year passed, other people came to this area. The first were the Aryans, a large tribe from Central Asia who came into the subcontinent from northwest around 1500 BCE. They used horses and chariots to travel fast. They brought a new language, Sanskrit, and a new culture with them. The Aryans settled in the Indus Valley and then spread to the other parts of the subcontinent. Further east and south, the Aryans were a strong, active, and lively race. Over the few years, many kingdoms were formed, great battles were fought, cities were built and destroyed by invaders and then rebuilt. Some, like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, were forgotten. What reasons could there be for a decline, fading away of the Indus Valley civilization? The great empires. Persians. In the 5th century BCE, the Persians, who created a huge empire including their land which is now Pakistan, their capital in this region was Taxila. They introduced many ideas. The Persians were followed by Greeks under Alexander, who defeated the Persians and crossed into the subcontinent through Khyber Pass. The Greeks influenced the art and sculpture in Gandhara and Taxila. This region was mainly Buddhist. Mauryans. After Persians, Mauryans came. From the east came to Mauryans. The most famous Mauryan ruler was Ashoka, who extended the Mauryan Empire through wars and conquests. But after the Battle of Kalinga, in which more than 150,000 people were killed, Ashoka was shocked by the destruction. He became a Buddhist and gave up violence. He introduced many reforms for his people and gave them a secure and comfortable life. Kushans, Guptas, Parthians and Huns. The Kushans came from Central Asia. Their most famous ruler was Kanishka. Then another dynasty came up after Kushans, the Guptas. They had a large empire and a strong ruler like Chandragupta. The Parthians and Huns came into the subcontinent from the northwest. The Huns were a savage Central Asian tribe who caused a lot of destruction where they went. Impact of ancient empires on the subcontinent. Rulers came and went, and with them they brought new ideas and new cultures which were slowly adopted by the local people. The history of these times can also be found in the records of travelers like the Chinese pilgrims Fahasan in the 5th century CE and Huan Sang 200 years later. Learning. During the early ages, especially in the 4th and 5th century, there were great advances made in mathematics, astronomy, art, and other subjects. Texla had a big university, the ruins of which can be seen even today. Many people came here to study. It also one of the centers of Buddhism, so many Buddhist scholars came here. Learning advanced under the Mauryans and Guptas. Harsha, the ruler of Nanda dynasty, set up the Nalanda University in present-day India. It was famous for its mathematician Aryabhata, who used the concept of zero religions. Most of early people in the land were Hindus. For time to time, new religion came into being. Buddhism spread to many parts of the subcontinent and beyond. Jainism spread within India. It was mainly with the arrival of Muhammad bin Qasim in the 8th century CE that Islam began to spread in the subcontinent. Dear students, open page number 71. Mark the answer of question number 1 book reading from here to here and then from here to here. The answer of question number 2 book reading is from Historians to Indus Valley Civilization. Come on page number 72 and 73. Question number 3 book reading is from in the 5th century to New Ideas, and then the two answer of question number 4 book reading is the Persian to Buddhist. The answer of 5th book reading is from the most famous to Kalinga, and then from he to comfortable. The answer of 6th book reading is from the Kushans to Kanishka. The answer of 7th book reading is from here. Another dynasty came up after Kushans. You will write by yourself. The Guptas, they had a large empire and a strong ruler like Chandragupta. The answer of 8th book reading is from the history of 200 years later, from here to here. Now open page number 74. The answer of 9th book reading is with the arrival of to the subcontinent, from here to here. Dear students, this is all about lecture number 19. Take care. Allah Hafiz.